So dear students, today we will do the exercise third B. So we have done earlier the Newton's first law of motion. Now we will do the Newton's second law of motion and Newton's third law of motion. But firstly, to understand the Newton's second law of motion, firstly we need to learn the definition of linear momentum. What is momentum? So momentum is represented by P and it is the product of mass and velocity. So P is equal to mv. So this P is linear momentum. So when we do the unit for the linear momentum, so because as we know the mass has the unit kilogram and velocity has the unit meter per second, so that's why the unit of P, that is kilogram meter per second. So now we'll do the definition for the Newton's second law of motion. So what the Newton's second law of motion says, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force applied. So how much force we apply on a body, that is directly proportional how much the change in momentum. This delta means the change in momentum takes place. So second form of the Newton's second law of motion, that we can also write as F is equal to mass into acceleration. So this delta P over delta T, this is equal to mass into acceleration also. We can also write this. So other related things that is given in your book, you have to do side by side with this Newton's second law of motion. So now we will do the Newton's third law of motion. So what is the Newton's third law of motion? Firstly the definition for all these Newton's law, that is very important. As we did earlier the Newton's first law, now it is the Newton's second law of motion. So you have to learn all these definitions. So now the Newton's third law of motion says, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So whenever there will be any action, reaction will also be there. So we can take the example, as we hit a wall with our hand, so our hand also gets pain. So that means, so now when we hit the wall with our hand, it is our action on the wall. So in return the wall does the reaction on our hand. So that's why our hand feels a pain. So to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. If we are able to walk on a floor, that is also the action and reaction process. We are pushing the ground back, that is our action on the ground, and the ground that does the reaction on our feet. So that makes us able to walk on the ground. So examples they are given in your book. So you have to do all the examples for the Newton's third law of motion. So next is the Newton's law of gravitation. So what is Newton's law of gravitation? Very important. So what the Newton's law of gravitation says, that if we have the two bodies of masses m1 and m2 and they are placed at a distance r, so what the force of attraction between them? What is the force of attraction? So F is directly proportional to the product of both masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So more will be the distance, lesser will be the force applied. So as we know, when there is any directly proportional sign, we put the constant there to remove that sign. So what constant we are applying over here, that is the G, that is known as the gravitational constant. It has the fixed value 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. So when we put the constant here, so this is the form of Newton's law of gravitation, it becomes. So you have to learn here the value of the constant G, and you have to learn all the laws for the point of view of the examination and the related topics which are discussed with these topics in your book.